Hello. Hey, happy to be here on the screen recorder. Doing a little video podcast thing just for kicks on a Thursday afternoon. It is a nice, warm, sunny day in late May here, and just hanging out at the house. Had a pretty good week thus far. Nothing really crazy to speak about. I did go out for a bit last night. I went to my local watering hole. I have a habit of not eating much throughout the day. Occasionally I'll do my breakfast routine, but it's very occasionally that I get my breakfast in, and so a lot of times, like 4 o'clock rolls around, and I'm just hungry. I'm anxious to go out and just get some food. So, that's just kind of a standard routine. Like, I don't feel that I have to eat throughout the early to the mid part of the day. A lot of times my body just doesn't crave much food. Really what it is I think I wake up with a nice, delicious, strong, robust cup of coffee. And, I drank coffee from, depending upon what time, maybe 8:30 in the morning until, 10:30, 11. Sometimes I'm still sipping a cup of coffee until noon. And, that kind of dissipates my craving for food. And so that's just, it's kind of my consumption habits. And, coffee is great. Like, I haven't really done a whole lot of discussion about coffee here on the podcast. However, definitely it's something that's worth giving some consideration and some thought and discussion towards. I'm pretty simple when it comes to my coffee. I do have a coffee maker in the kitchen, just right over there. Right over there is where my coffee maker is. And I think it's a bun maker, but I've had that thing for 15 years, and it still works just fine. And it works great. I have a routine. Let me just show you. So this is about the only coffee that I buy, and it is Trader Joe's medium roast. It's a whole bean cup, whole bean bag, and it smells so good right now. And it's $4.99 at Trader Joe's. It makes just as good of a cup of coffee as anything that I can think of. That machine, my coffee maker, it doesn't catch the nuance and the delicacy of a particular type of coffee. So if I were using like a really great, like high grade, pea berry coffee, for example, the flavor would not translate when I made it through my coffee machine, because it just doesn't catch the nuances and the delicacies. So what it does is it produces a very consistent, delicious cup of coffee. And this Trader Joe's medium roast whole bean is awesome. I love going to Trader Joe's. Each bag probably lasts me about 2 weeks, maybe about 2.5 weeks. And it's whole bean, so you grind it there in the store. And it's a fun process, and it just is very fresh. If I were to go to Starbucks and get one of their 1-pound bags of whole bean coffee and have them grind it for me in the store, it would probably be $21. So no thank you. Anyway, so it brings me back to, the initial focus of my conversation here today, and really just kind of a free-form discussion. There were a couple of subjects that I had on my mind that I wanted to just kind of talk about. But let's change the setting here. I love that caricature. It's a beautiful portrait of these people. It looks like you have some type of royal figure and her chambermaid helping with the coffee. I mean, look at that head ornament that she is wearing. I mean, that head ornament is absolutely remarkable. I mean, you imagine people, Ottoman says, enjoying coffee in Ottoman Empire. Okay. So, staying on the subject of Bev, I have a beer. This is the first beer of the day. But food consumption, yeah, so drink a coffee, me, 8:30, typically my coffee pot is brewing. You know, sometimes I'm in a little bit different of a sleep pattern. I had my reasons for being up at 8:30, but a lot of times I don't have to be up at 8:30. Like, a lot of times I can sleep until 10:30. And I probably need more of those days. I feel like I could maybe catch up on my sleep just a little bit. But I do love my coffee. I do love sparkling water. LaCroix I'm a big fan of this. It's not my favorite. I've actually switched over to the Trader Joe's sparkling water. I think it's cleaner. I think it's higher water content. It's less fizz with the Trader Joe's sparkling water, and it's much cheaper. Buy a 1 liter bottle of sparkling for 99 cents, and they have all different types of flavors. They have a tangerine, they have blackberry, lemon, and it's delicious, and it's just a companion to have throughout the course of the day. Just sipping on some good Trader Joe's sparkling water. Keeps me moving around the house, keeps me focused with whatever project I might be working on. Lately I have been monitoring the stock market, playing some stock option trades. I've been in that for about a month. I'm just kind of wrapping that whole little session up. It was kind of a 1 month small account challenge, I guess you might call it. And I've done some previous videos on that, so I'm not going to delve into the details of this stock trading journey that I've been on for the last 5 weeks. But it is kind of coming to an end. And I do have a few more stock option plays that are just floating out there in the market, and maybe I get some positive, some positive financial gain out of that. Although they are long shots, boy, I'll tell you. Let's talk about that. Paramount Studios. Paramount Studios is a huge Hollywood production studio company. They own CBS, and Paramount has been in talks about an acquisition. And apparently there are 2 suitors that have approached Paramount about buying them out. Paramount was founded by Summer Redstone. It's one of those iconic, like, LA Hollywood executives, going back probably close to the golden age of cinema back in like the 30s. Lou Wasserman and, the Myers, Goldwyn and Myers, MGM, and, the whole, I'm missing some names there, but you get the point. Like Summer Redstone, he was very big in Hollywood, C-level executive world, and anyway, he passed away, and he bequeathed the ownership, the family ownership structure went to his wife, or his daughter. I think it was actually her daughter, and her name is Sherry Redstone, and she's just a figurehead, right? She doesn't do a whole lot with decision making and strategy and business management and running the company. She just has all of these insider stock shares and a huge proportion of the voting block for corporate board meeting decisions. And so anyway, Paramount's been they've been approached about a buyout. And they have been approached by a private equity company, and they've also been approached by Sony. So I'm hoping with my stock option bet that that Sony does take an acquisition of Paramount, and Paramount stock is currently trading at like $12 a share. The speculative buyout price is somewhere close to like $19 or $20 a share. So I loaded up on some stock options where if a hypothetical, if a $20 stock purchase of Paramount, if that comes to fruition within the next 2 weeks, that I stand to gain, it would be about an $8,000 winner. So yeah, definitely it's a lotto ticket. No telling if it actually comes to fruition or not, but that's currently what I got in the market. I do have a little biotech play, a company called Marinus Pharmaceuticals. I talked a little bit about them, I think, in one of my previous videos, so we'll cut to that maybe. But anyway, here we are right now. I'm talking about beer. Goose Island beer. The geese. I went to the liquor store about an hour ago, and I went in there specifically. I was going to buy these guys. Sweetwater Highlight. They are a low ABV, low calorie beer. They're just nice, light, crisp, refreshing. They taste a little bit like an IPA, but they're like 95 calories, and they have 4% alcohol by volume. So, and you get a 15 pack. Is one of the nice sweeteners of this. You get a 15 pack for less than the price of a 12. These things I think are $16.99, $17 for a 15 pack of the Sweetwater Highlights. So I'm creating only like a football, like I'm getting ready to run down the field to the end zone, because these things are solid. I like having them in the fridge, and I sip on these throughout the day as well. So I went to Green's, the liquor store, to go pick some of those up about an hour ago, and I was amazed to see that they had the same 15 pack for about the same price of the Goose Island IPAs. So 15 pack of these, I think it was $18. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to get the highlights today. I'm going to switch it up. I'm going to go with the Goose Island IPAs. I was a little reluctant because I didn't want the 5.5 ABV. Because I've been drinking maybe a little bit more than I should lately. A little bit more than I should. Not much more, but a little bit more than I probably should lately. And I thought that having the lower ABVs would be a wiser decision. But when I saw the Goose Island, the 15 pack, it's like, yeah, no, let's just take these home with us instead. Good quality Chicago brewery. It's a good tasting beer. It's actually always been up there, Goose Island IPA. When I'm thinking consistency, I know it's going to be delicious. I would always hold high regard for a tap handle at a bar that has Goose Island IPA. I'd put it up there with my Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. I'd put it up there with the Sweetwater 420. I'd put it up there with the IPA by Sweetwater. I'd put it up there with the Lagunitas IPA. I like reaching for a good Brooklyn brewery every now and then too. That's a classic, trustworthy tap handle that you might oddly find at a bar somewhere. It's like, I think it's the lager, the Brooklyn Brewery lager. But the Goose Island IPA, it hits all the marks. It's very delicious. It's refreshing. Well-balanced beer. So I'm happy to be sipping on this one right now. Hopefully they can last week. I'll let you know on that. Refreshing. I guess we could talk about Banana Republic. I just got a new pair of chinos mailed to me. I was going to make this an unboxing video as well. I might be just jambling way too many content subjects into this video, but nonetheless, they were all the things I had on my mind, so I was like, let's just go ahead and start talking about them. So yeah, I did make a purchase on eBay for a pair of Banana Republic chinos. There again, loyalty. I am loyal to my brands. And I have a love affair for Banana Republic chinos. Got a stack of them right here. These were just recently washed. And I'm also wearing a pair of their light khakis at the moment. But man, these things are so comfortable. And I have to order them now. I have to get them on eBay because they don't manufacture the same comfort level and the same cut of chinos as they once did. I like a natural fitting trouser, flat front, no pleats, 33-32, and I think it's the Emerson chino by Banana Republic that is such a comfortable fit for me. And I normally now these days, these chinos, these trousers, they have like spandex in the fabric or some stretchy fabric, and it's, I don't know, it's like this form-fitting tightness for a guy's trousers, and I just don't need all that. So I like the Emersons. I like that girl. She's hot. He's cool too. It's a good photo. But anyway, so I bought a new pair of Banana Republic chinos just off of eBay. And probably going to do an unboxing on those in just a little bit. Do have my knife to cut into the cardboard. And yeah, we might just do an unboxing on those new trousers that I purchased. All right, y'all. I'm going to cut it for there. And we're going to give a nice, beautiful tribute to Banana Republic because it's just a good video right there. So thank you all for watching. And I'll be following back real soon. Enjoy your beverages. Happy start to summer.